Hey everybody, welcome to the freak show tonight. I am so glad that everybody is here and I welcome you, of course. So it's Saturday night, 8 p.m., Patreon Fever. Now, I sincerely apologize. There we go. I sincerely apologize. For some reason, I actually set the stream for 12 p.m. Now, why the fuck I would ever do that? I have just been losing my fucking mind, guys. I am so sorry. It's just, I lost it a long time ago with this whole damn poisoning thing. And I apologize. A lot of the times, like when they say that you will forget things, it's really true. Today I went to HEB and I was supposed to stop immediately afterwards and grab some chicken nuggets for my son that he had asked for, and I forgot the chicken nuggets. Now, while that's normally not so terrible, I remember I was getting into the car with my daughter and we turned on the AC and we made sure we were all strapped in and, kid check, key check, all that stuff we always do before we leave the parking lot. So I even said to Valley, okay, let's go right now and let's go get some chicken nuggets for your brother. And she was like, yay. And I said, hey, how about we get you a Frosty? And she said, yay, Mom, that's great. I'd love a Frosty. So I even asked her, you want chocolate? You want vanilla? And she said, I want chocolate. So instead of going and leaving the Wendy's parking lot and going straight like I should have to get to Wendy's, I turned left and immediately went straight home. Guys, sometimes I leave the front door and I have keys in hand, I have my money, and I'm going somewhere, and then I'm thinking, wait, where am I going? Where are the kids? Where is Blake? And I will get an anxiety attack because I don't understand where I am or what I'm doing, and it's so scary. And that's been happening for a long time. But it is sadly a symptom that the doctor said will probably never go away. It is of long-term, poisoning. You will forget things like that. You can be talking to somebody about a topic or something, and you will just forget what you were talking about, sometimes like the next second later. And I used to think that's kind of bullshit. Maybe when I first heard that, I thought, okay, it's just maybe your test subjects are stoners and they don't want to admit it, but it's really shameful sometimes. Like when I took the kids to the doctor a couple of months ago, I needed to remember their birth dates. And of course, I know I have 4 kids. That's a lot of birthdays to remember. But with myself, I can recall facts just like that. I couldn't even remember the date, the month, and the year that Valley was born. I mean, and I know it's bound to happen at, age. We all get a little older. But it's just that I'm only 40. I'm only 40. And ever since that whole thing with the poisoning happened, it's just like it advanced me significantly. So when I put for the 12 p.m., I guess I didn't realize what I had done. So I sincerely apologize that Saturday night Patron Fever is patronless. I have put in an invitation to Dawn, Melinda, Michael, and I even think Kenny. I just can't recall Kenny's email address right now. Otherwise, I would say I would bring him up. But so next time, regardless, we will have patrons. But I do apologize too. We have had a little bug infestation in our house. And so we're having exterminators come in with an organic, natural stuff for the bugs. And so we had to get everything up and we had to take all their stuffed animals and their sheets and their toys and everything and make sure that they were sanitized and cleaned. So that's really what we've been doing this week because yeah. Guys, if Blake and I didn't have bad luck, we would have absolutely no luck whatsoever. But let's turn into some good news today. So I have been absolutely still watching Unlawful Killing, and I feel so bad too, guys. On Saturday nights, Normally what I do Saturday and Friday nights, what I do is I watch scary movies. It's just my thing. Ever since I was a kid, and like a teenager and even like 6 years old, I liked putting on scary movies on Friday and Saturday nights. It was my thing. So I still like doing it now. However, I really wanted to watch Unlawful Killing, the Diana documentary that we talked about last night on the Friday night True Crime Patreon live stream. So, but lately, I had some really bad days, and it went right. Everything went worse and piled everything on top of us and was just an awful, horrible mess. And all I wanted to do by the time I got back home was to just lay in bed and watch some Ash versus Evil Dead on the Blu-ray player. I shit you not, the Blu-ray player busted. I am so pissed. It is 6 months old. I didn't ask my husband for any Christmas gifts. I didn't want anything. We were going to spend everything on our children. However, we came across this Sony Blu-ray DVD player on clearance at Walmart, and it was like $20, and normally it was a $60 Blu-ray player. And things like that, Blake and I don't buy ourselves, because every single week the kids need something, a shirt, a yearbook, donations for class, cupcakes, or whichever. Every week, regardless, we have 4 kids. Every week, regardless, they need something, either whether it be for school, themselves, or whichever. So we just want to make sure Blake and I are responsible parents and we don't spend that type of money on ourselves. Even when we've been to Half Price Books and we see Firestarter, a first edition copy that I don't have, for $35 on the shelf, and you can't buy it because you can't. You got to give it to your kids instead. You want it so fucking bad. You can't get it because your kids are probably gonna have a bug infestation that we need to have the exterminator come for. So yeah. So you can't get it. You just have to skip past it, sadly. So yes. Just like now, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have brought up the damn Firestarter book because now it's still in my thoughts. I I even thought I was gonna get it last Friday. Anyway, so I'm just so pissed that this Sony Blu-ray player, and I know it was just $20, mind you, but Blake and I never spend any money on ourselves, and we were there, and it was on a clearance for just $20. We were like, oh my God, this is something we shouldn't pass up. We should just get it for ourselves because we did have some Blu-ray movies, and at that time, our other Blu-ray player had broken, and so we had mutually decided that we're not going to get another Blu-ray player. We're just going to let the kids do their thing, and we would just replace it whenever we were just blessed enough for somebody to gift it to us. But then we saw that one for $20, and we had an extra $20 at that time, and we thought, oh, that's badass. That's badass. So yeah, got it. And now 6 months later, the Blu-ray player won't work. And then Netflix gets stuck. So I'm pissed. So I can't watch horror movies tonight. Netflix really gets really sticky with it. The only thing that plays is YouTube. So I am very fortunate that my husband and I are able to still use the TV and the DVD player. We may not be able to watch movies. We still get to watch a little bit of Netflix. And, of course, the YouTube. So I was going to watch Unlawful Killing, the rest of it tonight. I started some of it yesterday, but I knew that there was no way I was really going to pay attention to it tonight. So I have to try to make the broken down Blu-ray player work. And I have my husband right now addicted to Orange is the New Black. Excuse me. Last week I had him sat down watching Ash versus Evil Dead with me, which he normally will watch Ash versus Evil Dead with me, but he doesn't really like to binge watch shows. He's not really Blake used to be a Netflix binging kind of a person when he had the time. Now he's like working 2 to 3 jobs every single day just to make sure that I can get my medication and that we can, go to doctor appointments and get treatment for things that have happened now since the poisoning. And he's just really killing himself. So he doesn't really have any time to binge watch anything. But today I've been binge watching some of Orange is the New Black because I'm getting so ready for the final season next month. And he sat down and he watched almost the whole thing with me. We wrapped up season 1 today, and now we're moving into season 2 tonight. So, but the thing is that my kids come in every 5 minutes when we're binge watching something. So we can't have them bust in, and then on the TV, we have some girl making another girl come. I mean, yeah, just can't absolutely watch Orange is the New Black. So we can't watch family-friendly DVDs. There's really not a lot of family-friendly stuff on YouTube that don't have to pay for. Or maybe that you're watching 20 minutes in and surprise, it's porn, or something like that, because hey, it's YouTube. You take a chance when you watch that kind of stuff. So I am going to be reading tonight. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to be reading the Princess Diana book. I'm really excited about that. I've been like halfway through it, I think. I went to the bookstore today to look for another Princess Diana book and could not find it. So if there are more out there, I'm going to try to get them. I'm just not the kind of person to order them online with Amazon. I am never going to pay that much for a fucking book when I can get it for cheap at half price. So you know what I'm saying, guys. What's up, Diana? It's great to have you. Thank you so much for being here, Diana. How is your Saturday night going? So, what I have on the menu for you guys for next week, of course, is tomorrow night, myself and Michael Mullins Wright, we are doing a special season 1 review of Pose, which is coming out brand new season 2 on Tuesday. And I wish I would have gotten the paper. Oh, it's right there. Hang on one second. Let me just grab this paper right here. So there is, sorry, just wanted to make sure that I actually got the camera back to right. There we go. Okay, so there is a Pose watch party here in Austin in downtown. And I really wanted to go to it. But I just thought that it was badass that they would even be doing that in the first place. So yeah, they're doing a purple Prince party, a pretty purple birthday for Prince's birthday. And that was yesterday, of course. Let's see. Where is... Yes, here we go. A Pose Season 2 watch party with Austin Black Pride, Austin Pride, and ASP Cares Pharmacy. Tuesday, June 11th, 7 p.m. Rain, 217 West 4th Street for free. And the fact is that it's sponsored by Austin and Austin Pride and Austin Black Pride. So you got to know there's got to be some badass bitches that are going to be going to the party. So it made me think, God, I would really love to go to that. And I know I have an after show with Michael on Tuesday. So it makes me think, man, I really want to go to this Pose Season 2 watch party, because I know Blake would totally be cool with it if I went. I don't need to go and like drink or anything. I just want to go and sit there and hang with some badass people and watch a badass show with them together. I've never really done that before, and I think it would be something different and new for my channel, just to show you guys that'd be something cool that I would go and do, for our badass bitches of Pose. Diana says, looking forward to Pose, and that she slept most of the day. LOL. I totally understand that, Diana. Girl, you get some rest. Do what you need to do, honey. You deserve it. So let me know what you think in the comments if I should try to go to that. And if I did, would anybody be interested to see the footage? I would obviously live stream or, record and then compose, of course, a video to post on the channel. So let me know what you guys think. That will obviously be coming up. Diana, if you would like to join the live stream, just let me know in the comments. If not, no worries. We are set to go for the rest of the stream, which we will probably be doing for about just another 15 minutes. I am still going through a lot of decontamination right now. So yeah, crazy stuff. So sadly, I use a lot of electronics to help propel my day. If I'm going to be up when I'm not really feeling the best and I'm not haven't eaten and I'm dizzy, but yet I've got to do mom stuff. I love to have something going in the background, like a movie on the television, some kind of music. My music of choice lately has been Guns N' Roses. I don't understand it, but we all go through these musical phases. Thank you, Diana, for saying go to the party. I think I'm going to see what I can do. I'll talk to Michael and see if he's cool with me and us doing our live stream afterwards. So we'll see. I don't even know if I would be able to go just due to my health. So we'll see. But it would be badass to go. I keep forgetting that it's great to dream, Mary, but to actually go out and do it is a sadly. So I've also been confirmed that there is something in the water here. My neighbors, so Blake put out the word with our neighbors about the poisoning. And a lot of neighbors reached out to say that, look, there's something funny going on with their water. Their hair's falling out. Their scalp is burning, and they're itching really badly. I'm so sorry. I know you guys have been noticing lately that I've been scratching a lot. And I take about a good 2 to 3 showers a day because my skin burns so bad. So recently not recently, maybe about 6, 7 months ago, we had a boil water notice due to all the rain we had gotten here in Austin. And they lifted the ban, and then supposedly there's still something in the water. So I don't know. It's just been kind of crazy. I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm so sorry if I'm scratching, but there is something weird that is definitely going on, and it's starting to be like even confirmed by my neighbors. So we're reaching out. We're trying to solve this. We're doing what we can, and working on the move as well. So okay, we talked about Pose, and then of course we're going to do the review this Sunday on my channel. I'm looking very forward to that live stream. And I'm terribly sorry, guys. I realized that I had said that Thursday we would wrap up our OJ Simpson case, and we didn't really do that. I had realized that I had live streamed Monday, Wednesday, and then I have live streams Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Tuesday, and then Wednesday starting back up next week. So basically I would have been streaming every day in the week. And that would have just kicked my teeth in the dirt. So sadly. So I just decided to skip that, and we are definitely going to try to fit that in. I promise you, as soon as we can. However, I'm just definitely going to do my damnedest to make sure that I am there every single day for the live streams that we are having them, no matter how I feel. So I do promise you guys, we are going to I will not we. You guys don't do anything. You guys are awesome. You guys don't have to do anything. You just sit back and let me reward you because you guys are so badass. So I promise I will be back more on my game. So, yeah, weird stuff. I'm happy to join you. I have Google Hangouts, says Diana. Oh, no problem. Well, tell you what. What is, if you don't mind, since we are the ones that are in the chat, would you mind then giving me your Google Hangouts email? If you wouldn't mind, I would appreciate it. I'll just put it in there and have it to add. So, yeah, I I've been really working on getting more notes and to start working on the okay, hang on one second. No, oh no. There we go. Excellent. All right. I just wanted to make sure that I had it right. Oh, I did not add enough zeros. There we go. Hello, come on, send the invite. No, I think either there are too many zeros. I'm trying the 8009. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Is it 8009 instead of because I have 8, it shows up 8009 instead of 80009. So you just let me know which one it is, Diana. Because right here I have 1, 2, 3 zeros that you typed in, and Google Hangouts isn't recognizing it. It's recognizing the 8009. And I just want to make sure that I send it to the right invite, because at times I've typed in the wrong email address thinking, oh yeah, that's them. And it wasn't. So I've invited so many people to this Hangout before that I guess haven't supposed. Okay, let me try it. Oh, there it is. Ah, now it shows it. Here we go, Diana. Gotcha. All right. So your invitation has been posted, my darling. You come whenever you can to the show. I would be very grateful to chit chat with you and see how you're doing. I did send one to. Oh, hey, Diana.
Hi,
How are you doing? How's it going over there?
good. I have you all to myself. I'm so special.
I know. Well, girl, you're always special. Come on.
Oh my gosh, this is no, everyone else is going to watch later. I just woke up a little while ago and I'm like, "Look what time it is." That's why I don't have my camera on. I look like holy hell, I just got out of bed.
Oh, no worries. I haven't even put anything on either. I'm
I
just
don't have
been,
any I have like a tea I don't even have like I have my nightgown on still.
right on. Hey, that's if it makes you comfortable and makes you happy, do it, girlfriend. Absolutely. So
Yeah.
how I know you said you've been resting today. So how was your Friday night then?
It was great. My niece graduated from high school last night
That's
and
wonderful. Congratulations to her.
she's had a bit of a rough time, a lot of bullying. She had to transfer schools from like Wisconsin to California, and LA girls are not exactly the nicest in high
Yeah.
school. So she's done now, and she's going to be a camp counselor for the summer. So she leaves tomorrow.
Nice.
And yeah, we're just real happy for her. My other nephew got married last week, so I'm done with all that stuff now.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So yeah, congratulations to you guys on both parts. I mean, that's wonderful.
And we adopted a new baby. I'm a crazy cat lady.
Okay.
So
Nice.
if I have a couple of people in the community who are my Facebook friends, they'll see I have a new kitty named Freddie Mercury, who
That is so cute. I love that name.
he is beautiful. He is like a strutter.
How young
And
is he?
he showed up at the back door when he was about 6 months, and I
Mhm.
trapped him about 6 months later. And as soon as I trapped him and got him fixed and everything, then he decided to walk in the door on his own. I've never had a cat just
Wow.
walk in.
Nice. Yes, he's
So
like, right on. I guess he's like, I like this place. I'll just stay here.
Well, I had to put him out and then put some Revolution on him for a couple days first, but
Yeah.
yeah, I have way too many cats, but that's okay.
That's okay. One can never love too many cats. My son loves to go to the adoption section of the pet store. And if we could, we would walk out with every single cat. I mean, he just feels that he has this ability to love and take care of animals. And I think, oh, that's so great.
There's something about people who like animals, and I'm not just a cat person. I like dogs. They're just too much work for me.
I
Um,
understand they are very needy,
it's just
and
it's
cats are very independent.
very independent. But there's something about anyone who has, to me, an animal lover has a something special in their soul. It's like
Absolutely.
this kindness to love something that is so when people love animals, I pretty much like them right off the bat. Like that's how I start is with when I meet someone, the first question I ask them is what their zodiac sign is, and
Right?
the second thing I ask them is, do you have any animals? And
Exactly. And I usually ask people, what books are on your bookshelf? What's your favorite books? That's usually how I can really tell a person too.
mine are all old, like Anne Rice,
Nice. Okay. Great.
and
You've
they're
got a
all
good
definitely
gothic soul.
and lots of tarot card astrology books.
My sister was into tarot cards, and after she passed away, I did get a deck, and I carry it around with me consistently, so that way it, feels my presence, my aura, my spirit. So that way, when I ask it questions or when I try to speak to it, it knows me because it's with me all the time. So yeah, I try to do that sometimes. I try to do like little readings or interpretations, but Kimberly was so advanced at it that I really miss whenever she would just read my cards and tell me things straight out. It's like, oh, that was so crazy on how accurate she was on things.
Yeah, and it's lovely that you carry. I mean, I'm sure she feels you, and I'm feel sure that having those little things around makes so much of a difference.
Absolutely.
Because I believe in all that stuff too. I think everybody here, um, or everybody is part of our group, kind of has that little bit of a feeling, that's kind of why we all kind of gravitate towards each other because other people may not understand how why we feel the way we do
Exactly.
about stuff like that. Oh, my throat. And did you get my email? And I know it was weird, but
I have not checked my email
hey,
recently.
that's okay. Check it about it. It's about a DVD player and a VCR.
Oh, oh, I got the one about because I need to open the
Yeah.
PO box. Yeah. Ever since we decided to move, we've been thinking maybe it's something that can be done with the water so we don't have to move. So we're just still, yeah, trying to get that figured out in regards to getting my hair tested and finding out where the source is.
I have a friend who did that with her hair, and she found out all of this stuff about what she couldn't have in chemicals and things. It is like the key sometimes to finding out those kind of things.
See, the problem that we're having is that it's still experimental. I mean, they can take your hair and tell you obviously everything that's been in it for the longest that they have the hair. However, it's not something that the doctor prescribes, so the insurance will pay for it.
Right. No, they won't.
So,
Because when I first got sick, it took me 17 doctors in 2 years to get a diagnosis.
oh
And
God.
she was like, go get your hair tested because I had some kind of a weird lead poisoning thing. And they did test me for that. And I did finally get a diagnosis about 5 years ago. But I know that that is definitely something that people who are experiencing things like yourself get done. Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. We figured we would just save the money and just move. But I guess maybe we should
Yeah.
just get the hair tested instead of moving. So we're
Be
so
less
conflicted
expensive.
because we don't really want to move from the house unless it's mandatory, but we're not positive that it's the house that's poisoning us. We're pretty positive it's the water. So we don't know if that can be hopefully
Oh,
fixed.
do you have like Culligan water out there?
I don't honestly know.
Okay, like the Culligan man? Because they'll come out at the premise that they're going to buy you a water system and they will test the water for you.
Okay.
My sister had someone come to her house because she has well water, and the guy came and just, I don't.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, no worries. Take your time. Take your time.
And
So, Diana,
he
you were saying that they came out and tested her water for her?
for free because they want her to buy the system, but you don't have to buy it. They'll just tell you what's in it.
Okay. That's awesome.
Yeah, because I was happened to be there when he showed up because where my sister lives, you have to have the Culligan because the water is not good. It's well water.
Okay.
So the guy will just come in this little suitcase and then he has the little containers and he tests for the different things that are in your water.
Ooh,
I'm just saying, maybe some way to get something done.
that
And
would
then
be
you're
a good idea.
like, okay, well, I'll check with my
Hey guys.
husband right now. You know, you can put off a salesperson.
Okay. No, I will definitely look into that. I appreciate that. Dawn, you doing all right tonight?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
We're doing all right. Thanks for joining us. Okay. No, I will definitely look into that. I appreciate that. You can click on, I believe it is your camera button right up at the right top corner, and you can manage it and
Yay.
block it if you want. I think, and then that should. Oh no, it's right up at the top bar. It's that top black bar where it has invite people, mute your microphone, turn your camera off in your settings. So it's in there if you're looking for something that you're trying to fix. Yeah, I definitely understand that. But yes, Blake said that it's even the neighbors are discussing it on Facebook. So I'm going to log on to Facebook tonight and even check that out because yeah, supposedly now it's turning into a thing. I'm not the only person. And like my scalp burns like I've had a perm.
Could you
And
go to somewhere else and wash your hair anywhere and see if it makes it better?
I don't really know where else I could go to wash my hair.
In like maybe a friend's house or something who doesn't live around you?
I guess maybe, yeah. I have one friend that lives way on the other side of Austin. So, and I'm sure she'd definitely be cool if I said, "Hey, can I come over and shower?"
A test, because if you're keep burning and you keep putting the stuff on you.
Yeah.
All right, I think I got it all fixed.
Or go to like the $20 the place that does your hair really cheap, like the blowout places that are like Supercuts or something.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. That's a good one. That's a very good one. But I've even noticed that the dog has even lost his hair in certain sections. And that happened, the last time that happened to the dog is when we gave him the Advantix. Any of those little put on the skin flea stuff. And it took almost all of his hair off, especially at his tail. So he's been eating those chewable flea tablets for about a good year and a half now. And those have been managing him. Everything's been great for him. And now he's been, losing his hair too. So Blake was kind of like, what's been going on? The cat, the dog, the kids, everybody's losing their hair. Everybody's skin's burning. So yeah.
All right, can you
definitely
guys hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So great to have you. How's your Saturday night going, Dawn?
Not bad.
That's good. What's the weather like over there?
My camera finally decided to work, and I have no idea how I did it. So.
Oh, right on.
Actually, Dawn and I are a couple of hours from each other.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I'm like in Burbank, LA, and she's out by like Victorville.
Yeah.
That's badass.
I'm in the high desert, so.
And then Michael,
I guess it's warm or cold.
down in San Diego, so we're all kind of LA.
So we're all in California.
All in California.
That's badass. That's where Blake is from, and you know our kids, Cali, Venice, Raider Valley. Yeah, they're all California natives. So he loves California and keeps telling us we should go back out there. It's just I don't think we would ever be able to afford to live out there.
It's too fucking hot.
Girl, it's hot here in Texas.
I know, probably, yeah. I'm from Brooklyn.
My brother lives in Texas, and he told me, don't move out here. You'd hate it, because it's hotter than where we grew up.
So. And I don't mind the heat, to be honest with you. I'm used to the heat. It's something that I've had my entire life. The heat with me is fine. It's just the allergies and the cedar trees and all that crap. That is what really kills me here in Texas.
Oh, Mary, I wanted to tell you, I finally saw Pet Cemetery yesterday.
The new one?
Yep.
Oh my God, Dawn, girl, tell us how it was.
But I'm impressed. They did a good job with it. They stayed within the book.
Oh, really? Because I know that the other movie really strayed from the book.
Yeah.
So, were there any twists and turns or anything like that?
No,
that they
other than
added in? Just
they have, this one has 2 kids, and the original one only had 1.
mm-mm.
And the original one, it was the little boy that died, but in the remake, it's the older girl.
Ellie. Wow. Okay.
But other than that, they stayed really close to the book. So
Oh, that's awesome. Did it serve to the plot and the character development for them to do that instead of killing off Gage?
yeah, actually, the way they did it, I was impressed. And
I
I'm
have
a Stephen King snob, so I can always tell when they deviate from the book.
I am the same way. Whenever we went and saw the Lord of the Rings movies, and mind you, I read the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit when I was in high school. So when they came out, I was in college, and I'd sit there with my husband, and this is before obviously we got married, but I'd sit there like, that didn't happen in the book. Oh my God, that's just totally wrong, you know? And I just remember being, I'm still so like that. I love to just pick at it regarding
I
the
was
book.
like that with the Hunger Games series. Boy,
Yeah.
boy, would I pick that one apart.
See, I actually watched the movies before I read the books on that one.
I read the books before I saw the movies, so I picked it apart.
What about you,
That's not
Diana? Have you read the Hunger Games or watched them?
I've watched them, not all of them. I had the first book that I saw that was made into a movie was Interview with a Vampire, and I was
yeah.
so kind of pissed off at it that I don't
Yeah.
know. Like I'm watching Outlander right now, and I don't know that I would go back and read the books because I think that then I would might get really angry.
Yeah, sometimes they just fucking murder the movie.
Yeah.
And it
They
just,
have to because it's too much content. But still, it's like I feel like you have to do one or the other. But then
yeah.
I have a friend who's a big Harry Potter person, and she loved both, and she read those books 4 or 5 times with her
Mhm.
kids.
Yeah.
So I don't know that it's, and then they did a whole series, and then look at what they did with GOT, which I don't even want to talk about that bullshit. But
Yeah.
I don't go there. You don't want to go there.
no, we're
Yeah.
not going. I'm just saying it's like I don't know that is there ever been a book that was made into a movie that people liked that they thought was true to the book
It doesn't happen very
that
often.
made them
Maybe
happy.
Carrie.
Yeah, Carrie stayed pretty close to the book.
Maybe Carrie did, yes. And somewhat Misery. Misery somewhat did. They were
The
pretty.
only thing they changed was because Kathy Bates had practiced with, what was it, the sledgehammer or something?
Mhm.
And then they switched it up, and she's like, but I practiced. This thing's heavy. And she ended up just hobbling him instead of completely breaking both of his legs.
Yes. Yes.
Because
Oh my God. I gotta pull up Misery and watch that again. Oh, or excuse me, pull up Misery and watch it. I gotta read it again. I loved that book. It was so great.
I know. I gotta go get my books out of storage just so I can read them again.
Well, when I went to Half Price Books today, they had a first edition, a Firestarter, and I don't have a Firestarter in my first edition collection. And it was
Well, how much do they want for it?
$35.
Good grief. Well, for a first edition, that's not too bad.
I paid 50 for Carrie. I paid 50 for, sorry, not Carrie, for Christine, and like 20 for it. But mind you, this was like 15, 20 years ago, and maybe
Yeah.
$10 for The Shining 10, 20 years ago. So now they are getting so expensive. So Duma Key, Dark Half, Misery, Needful Things, all Nightmares and Dreamscapes, my other first editions, I got for like $2 or $3 from Half Price Books,
Right.
before people actually cared if they got a first edition Stephen King. So a lot of my collection, I got really cheap. And now I see
Yeah.
$35 on it. And it's just like, how can I pay that? It's just, but it's Stephen King. So
I know. I have a first edition of The Stand, but it was only because it was my grandfather's and he gave it to me. So, yeah.
oh, that is like one of the most second highest books for Stephen King that is worth something like Carrie is worth 1,000,
Yeah.
I think, a first edition.
It's worth some serious bucks. I haven't priced it lately, but
It is worth some serious cash.
that one will never leave my collection at all.
Do you-
Nobody gets to touch that one except me.
Do you have a first edition, Carrie?
No, I don't. I only have one first edition, and it's the sticker.
Okay. Gotcha. I do have a nice little first edition collection. It's decent.
Yes, I'm jealous of your first edition collection because I only have one.
Well, like I said, I really want that other Stephen King, but my God, it's just $35. That's I mean, my God, I can go to P. Terry's and have burgers and shakes with meat. I can go to In-N-Out with Blake and the kids and still have money to take them to a movie somewhat for $35. You know, it's just when you count your pennies, you know, that's a lot of money.
I know. I count my pennies every month. I understand.
It's, you know, $35 just to sit it up on a shelf and admire it, you know?
Well, and I got to see Pet Sematary in the Dollar Theater before it was completely gone. So.
Oh, that's great. They have it at we have somewhat of a dollar theater. It's $3 matinee and $5 at night. So that's a really decent price for here in Austin.
And then, of course, my niece wouldn't let me pay for it. So, like, no, you're not paying for it. I am. I'm like, okay.
That's so sweet. So you saw it with your niece?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Diana, have you watched the new Pet Sematary?
No, can you hear me? Because I had to switch from my one microphone to the other.
Yeah,
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. No, I usually wait for most things to come to HBO or whatever. However, like I'm gonna go see Rocket Man this week. My big thing in life is music.
So
I'm a big music person, and we save all our money to go to concerts. So the husband and I, yeah. So we just that's what we do with our money because the older you get, the more people are not playing anymore. You know, we saw Bob Seger. He's gone now. This is his last tour. Elton John is doing his last tour. So that's pretty. And that's what I save my energy for. So next Saturday, I'll be at the Cult.
Oh, that's awesome!
They're doing Sonic Temple from beginning to end. It's like the 30th anniversary or 40th. What the fuck, you know?
Yeah, right.
So that's pretty much. I mean, I love my books, and my books are pretty old, but I just don't get a chance to do that much anymore. I pretty much like to watch shows. So I do Netflix and I do Hulu. I think I have every channel there probably is. My husband does, and I have an iPad and I have a TV. So I just kind of disappear like that when I don't feel well, and which is most of the time. But so yeah, so that's where I'll be next week. So this week I'll do nothing all week so I can go to the show. I like plan it.
And he puts on a really good show, but he's doing his last tour, I think.
I'm sorry, who?
Elton John.
Oh yeah, he'll be in. He was here in February, and then he's going to be in Anaheim in September.
Yeah, I saw him at the Forum. I took my dad because.
Oh, in February?
No, it was. When was it?
This year?
Like in the 90s or something when I took him.
Oh, okay, because
she won tickets on the radio and she didn't want them, and I thought she was crazy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I'm like, are you crazy? I'll take them. I'll take my dad. Yeah, they ended up being floor seats at the Forum.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah. And that place is such a bitch to get around too, but it's...
I know.
Well, Guns N' Roses is coming to Austin in October.
Oh my God. I used to see them in LA, like when they were like in a bar called the Cat House.
Yes, right? When they were first starting, I bet, huh?
Yeah, my friend was in love with Axl, so we used to chase him around town.
Nice.
Him and Tommy Lee, you know, just what you did in the 80s.
Hell, absolutely. Oh, absolutely. I'm sure the stories you have, Diana.
I have some, yeah.
We are probably going to have a special live stream to hear some one day, if that's okay with you.
Oh, yeah. Well, my roommate at the time was Joe Elliott's girlfriend from Def Leppard.
Yeah.
The singer. So I did find myself in quite a few places and things. It was a
Pickle.
lot of fun.
Ah, fun now when you look back on it, I'm sure.
Exactly, exactly. And my husband is in the music industry, so he works for BMG. So we have a lot of like if you see when we stream, we're in the red room, and behind me is all kinds of music stuff. So we have that's just what we like. That's what we are. We're music people, and
That's
I
really
like.
cool.
And then I got him into American Horror Story. Um, when I first started with Michael and Kitty and Melinda, I got him to we redid the whole series together, and he had never watched an
Oh,
episode.
man.
So I started with Murder House, and we went through the whole way, and he had never even watched one episode before because he doesn't usually like that stuff, but he loved it.
I know Blake has been loving Orange is the New Black. We've been watching season 1 on Netflix,
I'm
and
so bummed it's ending. I'm bummed. It's gonna
but
end.
at least it won't turn into like a Game of Thrones kind of thing where you'll be like, boo, get the fuck off the stage,
Yeah, I mean, they and when they know like I know this is totally off subject, but the Big Bang, right? On for 12 years, ending the show. They
Right.
ended the Big Bang so beautifully.
Yeah, they
If
did.
you have people who know what's going on and who know what's happening, you can end it well. It doesn't have to be shit like
right.
they did with God or even True Blood. You know, you get shows like that have been on for such a long time. It's like, don't just make it, don't jump the shark. You don't have to do that.
I have to say though, True Blood didn't really have the best ending. And I definitely agree with that. It really didn't. But it didn't sour me again.
No, it was okay. I'm actually rewatching the whole thing again. I'm on the last season.
Nice.
I love I love my vampire shit. That's pretty much my thing.
Yeah.
Vampires are
Well, the
sexy.
Stackhouse novels were really good. And if they just would have stuck to the novels, instead of just kind of going all kind of crazy like they did with some things, then I think it would have been a much better show. Like after season 4, season 5 was okay. And then season 6 was the final one, right?
A seven.
7,
Season
okay.
6 was the one that went to the camp. That's
The
when they
camp.
introduced the. Are you talking? I'm sorry. Talking about True Blood?
Oh, yes, the camp. That's right, with Sarah Newland. And
Yeah,
oh my
because
God, I love
only
Sarah.
because I'm watching it right now. So 7 is the one where Tara dies in the beginning, and then you just kind of go, "That's okay, it's over now." I think it was when Sookie married Bill in real life that it started to change everything.
Yes. And Tara's death was it was even
So
off screen. And it was just,
fucked up,
yeah.
just fucked up.
And I remember back then, that's when HBO Go aired these episodes immediately after they premiered on HBO. So my best friend Britt and we used to watch True Blood all the time, and she messaged me like, "Oh my God, Tara's dead. WTF?" And I'm like, "Tara died?" I'm like, "You fucking whore! I'm not watching it right now." She's like, "Mary, I'm so sorry." And even still to this day, it's like 10 years later or something, and she's still telling me, "I'm so sorry that I did that to you." It hasn't been 10 years. It's been like, what, 3 since True Blood ended, but the
Yeah,
books
I
were
mean
really
it's
good. And it's just too bad they deviated from them. And they did get kind of intricate though, with the wear pack and the head and, of all that stuff. And it was very intricate in the books. And I'm sure that they couldn't really explain all of that, but they really did kind of screw the
yeah, I mean I didn't hate it like some of the other things that have happened, but of other shows, I thought it was okay. But if you can take a show like a Big Bang or any other one that ended where you were like happy. Like I also watched Lucifer on Netflix. I don't know if you
Yeah,
had a chance to watch Lucifer.
I haven't
And
yet.
oh my
I
God,
haven't yet.
it is, you guys, if you, with
I should
everything
watch it.
else that we watch, you should watch it. If nothing else, just to watch Tom Ellis. Oh my God. And he's like buck naked in half of them now that they're on Netflix from Fox. So you could watch the first one with the kids and then you watch the last season on Netflix alone, but it's not that terrible. They kept it pretty PG-13.
Hmm.
Um, but they just announced that next season is the 5th and final season and they're going to give him a good ending.
Okay.
Because I was one of the ones who tweeted for 4 days to get them to pick it up. like that's how Netflix picked up Lucifer, was because Fox canceled it. So all the fans got together on Twitter and just like for a month, every Monday we were on Twitter. Millions
Okay.
of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Who
I
would do
even
that for
sent a
Scream
couple.
Queens?
I did that, and that's how I started my Twitter account. I wasn't even on Twitter till then. And one of the producers, I sent her a message, and she sent me a message back. So I was like really excited about that.
Oh
And
Yeah, they
so
did that with Last Man Standing too, because Last Man Standing got canceled and then was picked up on Fox.
yeah, and that in
Because
Brooklyn Nine, that's what I mean. Now social media has kind of changed when they cancel things because you can't monitor when people watch stuff that you should be able to on demand or when they DVR it because it's not watched at the same time that the network. Most people don't watch a network live anymore unless it's like a sports team or something because so how
Mhm.
can they monitor whether or not it gets good ratings if they're not monitoring watching them on other types of media, whether you're watching it, live, whether you're watching it DVR'd or on demand, you can't tell. So
well,
they canceled it.
for me, the ending of Game of Thrones ruined it so badly that I just don't think I'll ever watch any of the reruns or
No,
any of it on HBO or anything like that again. It just seems like why, you
I wouldn't.
know?
It was a waste of 8 fucking years.
Yeah.
But I almost bought Urban Decay came out with a big Game of Thrones. I'm a makeup freak too,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
Urban Decay came out with a Game of Thrones makeup palette that the Iron Throne popped out, and it had Dracarys like lip stuff. If you go to the Urban Decay website, and I was getting ready to buy the vault, and I didn't, and I'm so glad I didn't.
Yeah.
$250 was the set, and
Wow.
I
Wow,
can't.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, well, I am a music. I have way too much makeup. I'm a makeup. I am addicted to makeup. I just have way too much.
That's okay. It's better to be addicted to that kind of stuff than like drugs or
Oh
alcohol
yeah,
or
no.
other.
I just when
Yeah.
I got sick, that's how I found you, Mary. I was on YouTube doing beauty videos,
Uh-huh.
and I was watching some AHS stuff, and then you came on as a suggestion, and that's when I started watching your channel. I want to say it was last summer
Awesome.
before Apocalypse came out, and that's how I found you.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad you're doing the beauty stuff because let me tell you, I have no idea how to even do any of that stuff. I was more of a read a book and hang outside and play kind of a girl. My mom had to literally force me into the shower and, force me to look like a pretty girl. I don't know, I'd love to do the makeup stuff whenever I can, but I just don't do it too often.
I can't do the makeup stuff. I'm allergic to almost all of it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Well, everybody has different things that they're into. I love it. I'm a girly girl, total girly girl.
Absolutely.
Um, and my sister's not an I am's. Everything is pink. Well, not pink, but everything is black for me. Uh,
My 12-year-old is actually going through that phase right now. Everything has got to be black. Her room, her clothes, everything has got to be black. So, yeah. I'm thinking it's a phase she'll grow out of, but then sometimes I think it probably won't be. So,
Who
hey.
knows?
well, she's 12, right? That's what happens when you start to become a
That's
teen,
what
especially if
happens
you're a
when you're
girl.
12.
Well, I was never really into maybe because I was just trying to hide, because I thought I was fat and stuff like that. But yeah, I guess I hear what you're saying with that. She's really skinny and gorgeous and looks nothing like I did when I was 12. So, yeah. I guess it's a teenage thing, but yeah, we're just letting her do what she wants to do.
And she has a cool mom who understands what she's going through. Our
We wish
parents
we could
never
say that.
necessarily did.
No, they didn't. They
Nope.
sure AF didn't.
I put up
So
a poster of Robert Plant when I was 13, and then I was listening to Black Sabbath Paranoid, and my dad thought I was going to hell.
I know. I remember when I was listening to Nirvana, my parents thought I was depressed. And they kept saying, "Are you depressed, Mary?" I'm like, "No." This is good music. So then
I don't know. I never had that problem with my parents. I
whenever
was
Bon
lucky.
Jovi would come on the radio or something, I would ask my dad, "So do you want to have long hair, Dad? Do you want to wear makeup like a girl, Dad?" I would try to turn it back on them. because I couldn't understand whatever I'd like listen to some Metallica. Do you worship the Devil, Mary? You know? So
Well, I grew up in a musical family, so that stuff doesn't phase my family because
That's yeah, like my husband did too. His mom, they used to be in San Francisco, and his mom was into the Starship, and she used to listen to Grace Slick and everything. So his mom was good like that. My dad is a cop,
Mhm.
and he's 84, so he was Mr. 50. So it's not Elvis or like the Everly Brothers. He doesn't really care. Like he didn't
mm,
even get to the Beatles.
oh, I love the Beatles even
Yeah.
today.
And music was my whole life, and my whole family are into sports. And I never played any sport. I learned how to play the guitar when I was 12, and that was pretty much my thing. So just, just different than everybody else, but it's cool to have a music family.
Well, because everybody in my family except for me can play an instrument. I can sing, but I need to work on it. I haven't done it in so long, but I have to practice again because my voice is not what it used to be. But everybody else in my family can play a musical instrument, and I can't. I've tried. I just don't have the dexterity to do it.
Well, it's never too late. I mean, depends on, I mean, I learned when I was 12. I don't think I played for years. Um, but it's something that if you want to, you do. And if you don't, you have your own way of figuring it out. You have your voice.
Yeah. I
I
took
guess.
piano and I couldn't get both my hands to work at the same time. So that was the frustrating part. That was the only music class I ever got a D in.
Well, I mean, as somebody who
Oh,
can't, I can't. Oh, hi.
I'm so sorry. My computer got so shook because Blake came in that it just stopped. He literally
Oh,
knocked the internet out of.
well, we figured you'd come back when you were ready, so
Yeah,
we just kept
so
talking.
we just kept talking.
I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, it's the internet literally dropped for a moment. The computer was you shook the internet, Blake. You were just it was just that. Well, we will have to sadly wrap up the live stream. I'm sorry. I know we
That's
were
okay.
having a
We're having a girls'
musical
night.
chat.
We'll do it
Having a
again.
girls' night online.
Absolutely. So tomorrow night, Michael and I are going to live stream and talk about Pose.
Uh huh. I'll
So
be there.
Yeah.
absolutely perfect. And then we
Are
can
you guys
definitely. I
going over
know.
the first season?
Yeah, we're going to go over the first season.
Okay.
Okay.
God, I loved that. That was a surprise for me. I just kind of
Yeah, I
tuned
just I
on
just finished binging the first
be-
season, so
because I thought, oh, it's Ryan Murphy. Let me watch this. And I almost think I might have loved it more than American Horror Story 2. I really would say that, Mary. Especially as somebody who grew up in the 80s. I was on Sunset Boulevard doing the Rocky Horror Picture Show with a bunch of drag queens.
yeah.
So I could totally relate to everything that was happening. And even if you couldn't, just Pose is definitely my kind of story. I
I
mean,
completely agree.
and I mean, I'm from New York, so I know some of that. Originally, I'm from Brooklyn, but I grew up in LA. And it was so touching. And the people and the care and Billy Porter, oh my God,
I know, right?
so I'm
Oh, I
looking
know.
forward to that, but I keep watching. I want to know when Ratched is coming out.
I don't know.
A
And that's
bunch
the
of the
Netflix
people
one.
from Apocalypse are in Ratched. Some of the warlocks that I only saw once in Apocalypse. The
Hmm.
Asian gentleman, I don't remember his name.
Oh, BD
He's in
Wong.
Oh, Bing Bong
he's in Ratched,
Okay.
in Rapid?
and
Yeah.
a, a couple of other people from the AHS, you know, uh, universe are going to be in Ratched.
Followed him
But
in
I
there.
know they've
Okay.
already. I
Why
think
we
they
haven't
almost
heard
are
anything
done.
about Sarah?
I
Because she's doing other projects, it seems, but I think she'll be in this season of American Horror Story. I think they're just waiting to announce it because normally she's headlining. I don't think she's really going to be headlining this year. Evan's
Yeah,
taking some time away. I bet you she'll be on the other side of the camera
Well,
more.
and
right.
I was just real quick before you go. I was watching. Andy Cohen does the live shows from Bravo,
Hmm.
and he had on. Did you see the one when he had Sarah Paulson and Cheyenne Jackson on together?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
He did one with the two of them right after Apocalypse. Or no, it was Billy. I'm sorry, Billy Eichner was on with her.
Okay.
And he was asking them questions, and they were all different kinds of questions. But one was, which American Horror Story did you like? Cult or apocalypse, and they both immediately, very quickly yelled out
Cool.
cult. Like they wanted to forget about apocalypse forever.
Yeah.
It was really interesting because they'd kind of dodged. They didn't really talk about American Horror Story with the two of them there.
Right.
They were talking about like their other stuff, but I could see Sarah, and like when he asked her a couple questions, I could see where she was just like, I think I'm done with that. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. And because
Not that-
honestly, it seems like the writers are done with the show too. They're not giving it their all like they used to. So
Well, yeah, and then there's the rumor that they're going to bring the witches back again.
yeah, for season 10. And it's like, ugh.
I think it's just, it used to be such a little community and everyone was so, committed and enthusiastic and figure it out. And it was kind of and now it's kind of like everybody is there and everyone's putting in. I think it's almost like what happened to God. It was like really tight in the beginning and then it kind of spread and then it was like done.
Yeah.
As much as I don't want it to be, he could pull it back if he wanted to. He could. I mean, he's got a million ways he could do things, and he's got people who could do it, but he's got like Ratched is on Netflix, and he's already been confirmed for 2 seasons without it even being on.
Nice.
He's got so many other projects that maybe this is not his love child anymore. Maybe it's Pose. Maybe it's doing another true crime story or something. Versace was so
I
amazing.
think right now his love child has to be 911 right now.
I never even got to see season 2. And I feel so terrible.
I haven't seen it yet either. I have it all. I just haven't watched it yet.
I know. It's on the DVR and just haven't watched anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm behind on things, and I am going to take the Black Mirror thing. The only thing about me compared to I think maybe the other people in our group is I did not start off as a horror fan at all.
Mm-hmm.
I would never watch a horror movie. I watch a sexy movie, so I got into the vampire thing, and I like the soap opera story stuff, and so I started with Coven. And it took me a while to go back to Murder House because I thought it was going to be if it's too real, I'm not into it because I don't like to be real scared. I like fantasy. I like to be fun scared or figure it out or,
Right.
that kind of stuff. So, but I did go back and I did love every single season except one that I can't still watch. And I've admitted that to my friends. I am not a Roanoke person. I tried so hard to watch Roanoke.
I actually like Roanoke now. I didn't like it when it first aired.
Maybe it's because I don't really watch reality television either, and I don't really care for it. But it just, I don't know. I tried, but I've watched all the other seasons like 3 times. It just, I don't know. But so. I'm more into like the ones where it's more trying to figure out. I almost call it like a soap opera, like a story. Like, why is this person going to do this, and could they come back? More the mystical kind of fantasy kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I certainly feel very at home here, and as someone who's been alone for a long time, sick by themselves, it's really nice to make. Dawn and I are friends, and everybody else, it's cool.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yep.
Absolutely.
I know my top Hotel and Asylum are my favorites still.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I do apologize. We do have to bring
absolutely. Well, we'll watch you guys stream tomorrow. What time is it tomorrow, Mary?
It is at 8 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay. 8 p.m. your time.
Yes, 8 Central.
So 6 o'clock for us.
That would be 5 o'clock for us or 6 o'clock for us?
6.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm so excited. We're going to discuss, again, season 1. And I'm trying to make some notes about it as well. And I put a lot of tweets out on my Twitter when I rewatched it a couple of weeks ago. Because I couldn't help it. Netflix released it in beginning, I think, mid-May, actually. Mm-hmm. And I just couldn't help it. The moment they took it out, I had to watch it again because I didn't have the space anymore on my DVR player, so I had to take off season 1. So I haven't seen it since it first aired. So I was really looking forward to watching it, and I'm so glad I did because it was just so great. And
I haven't downloaded on my computer. So
see, I haven't watched it since it first aired either, but I loved it so much. I watched all the episodes at least twice.
Yes, Netflix. Yay! All right, everybody. Well, I will
Absolutely.
see everybody tomorrow night. And thank you so much,
Yes.
Diana and Don, for joining the live stream. I am so grateful. Thank you so
This
much.
was
No
great.
problem.
Thank you. So
We'll do it
unexpected.
again.
Yeah.
Yay.
All
Have
right,
a
guys.
good
See
night, ladies.
everybody tomorrow. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Bye.
Bye.